Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what it is. Another episode of that Victory Talk podcast. Oh, we got a lot we want to cover today, man. We're going to talk about how you can change your life in just 30 days. And I mean that. It's going to be difficult. All right. If you're a punk, this ain't going to be the episode for you. But if you're willing to go hard and really grab life by its neck and force it to submit to your demands over the next 30 days, you'll change your whole life. I'm gonna show you how to get some money. I'm gonna show you how to get super ripped and shredded. Show you how to start your own business. Show you how to make money in the market. Man, I'm really excited for this one. Let's get it. This is episode 317. I'm your host, Big Brandon Carter, King Keto, Gymnasium Jesus, Jesus de Gimnasio para mi gente, the Southside Savior, Unctimus Prime. And I'm really excited to share a lot what we got going on today. We're gonna have young Candlestick coming in a little later, give us the market recap, tell us what we need to be buying and selling so we can make some of this fucking cash off the market. We got Minovia DJ Chiquita Grande. She in the background kicking out the haters. Anybody who talks shit, they getting kicked the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know this, guys. I've been getting super lean. I'm gonna show y'all. I lost 12 pounds, almost all fat, over the last 30 days. I'm gonna break down exactly how I did that. Maintaining a good amount of muscle. Looking fucking shredded, man. My face looked different. I saw some old pictures of me from like 2 months ago, man. You know, I get a lot of fat in my face. I was out here looking like an emoji, man. I was looking like a minion. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. I was looking like a caramel minion, you know? A little toasted caramel, you feel me? It's real. I'm gonna show y'all how I've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? We about to get it in. All right. You know this. It's real easy to get fat. I don't think that people really understand or appreciate how easy it is to get fat. Because remember, your body gaining fat just means that you have consumed more calories than you burned. But it doesn't take a lot, especially over a significant amount of time. For example, if you had just 200 calories over maintenance, meaning if you consumed 200 calories more than you burned every day for a year, you'd gain 20 pounds of fat. That's not an exaggeration because every pound of fat equals 3,500 calories. So you would have gained 20 pounds of fat if you did that consistently over a year. And it's so easy to accidentally get over. It's so easy to accidentally get 200 pounds over maintenance. It's too easy, right? And that's why so many people are fat. That's why, because it's super easy for that to happen, all right? And I want to show you guys how you can not only prevent that, but also how you can actually really get lean, right? Because it's not going to happen on accident. In fact, what's going to happen on accident is you get fat. That's probably what led you here. You couldn't live with your failure. Where did that lead you? Right back to me. That's a Thanos line. Right? But yeah, just 200 pounds, just 200 pounds over maintenance every day will have your ass 20 pounds fatter. 200 calories, that's like 2 bananas, an extra handful of nuts, pause. That can come just from sauces. that can come just from sauces. So here, and even if you're not going all the way to 200 pounds, even if you're not going all the way to 200 calories over maintenance, just 100 calories over maintenance, because you at 10 pounds per year. You do that for a few years in a row. Like most people, you fat as hell. I don't think people really appreciate how easy it is to get fat. It's super easy. And it's, in fact, look around. It is the default state of America. So here's some things we need to do to implement to make sure we don't get fat and to make sure that we stay lean or even get leaner, lose a bunch of fat, get ripped, get shredded. 1, you already know what I'm about to say. You got to start tracking your calories and macros. You got to start tracking your calories and macros. I've been doing it for 20 years in a row. And yeah, I'm way tougher and more disciplined than you, for sure. But it doesn't take a Herculean effort to track your calories and macros. In fact, right now, it's easier than it's ever been in your life. Right? Let me show you something. I'm going to scroll up. Go here. Hold on, I want to show y'all some good. Okay, hold up. All right. So I used to, before the iPhone was invented, I'm old, I'm 43. So before the iPhone was invented, I was tracking my calories and macros with notebooks and shit. Old school. This is back when Tupac and Wu-Tang was doing their thing. When everybody liked P. Diddy, I was tracking my calories and macros in notebooks. Then the iPhone came out. Boom, MyFitnessPal app comes. Made it super simple. Now we just put numbers in the phone. Doesn't get more simpler than that. People still bitch about that. Putting numbers in the phone. Like I'm asking you to do construction or I'm asking you to do calculus. Now there's no excuse. Let me show you something. So you can do it right now with like Claude. Check it out. So you can do this with Claude or ChatGPT or Gronk if you're nasty. But basically, this, I have a prompt in here and I say, yo, this is a new day, man. All right, cool. It's a new day. Boom. I ate a bunch of egg whites and ham. I was really cutting. I was on, what you're about to see is an super aggressive cut. All right. This is not what I'm telling you to do. I was doing something super aggressive, right? But I just had some egg whites and some blueberries. Boom. And then what it did, I just said what I had, right? 50 grams of blueberries, some egg whites. Cool. It gave me the calories and macros for that meal. Then it gives me my running total for the day. All right, boom. And then because I set my goal, it says, oh, you got this much protein left and you got room for this many carbs. All right, cool. You can eat berries on keto. You can eat berries on keto. A lot of people don't know that, man, because y'all ignorant. Then I had this shake. All I did was just take a photo of the back of the protein shake. Boom, it logged that and gave me the remaining calories and macros. It gave me my daily total for the day. So it has my target, for protein. Don't mimic these macros and calories. All right. This for me, not for you, motherfucker. All right. And then it was later in the day and I hadn't ate all day, right? That was all I had because I was on that tirzepatide and I wasn't hungry. But I was like, yo, bro, I got a bunch of chicken wings. I meant to say legs, right? I said, it was cool about this. I can ask what's left, right? So I meant to say legs, but I said, I got a bunch of chicken wings and thighs. I'm going to eat them skinless. How many do I need to eat to hit my goal say? And it gave me some numbers. And I was like, yo, man, my mistake, player. I meant chicken legs and chicken thighs, and I'm eating them skinless. They was like some roasted ones my girl got from Pollo Tropical. And dude was like, my bad. I like when I mess up. I like when I mess up and Claude be like, yo, my fault, man. I'm sorry. Anyway, Claude was like, yo, my bad. And it gave me options for what I would do to hit the macros. You understand how easy now you can talk to your fucking tracker, have a conversation with this motherfucker and help you figure out what to eat during the day. Right. I don't know. I think this my Fitness Pal could never. All right. And then I was like, bet this what I'm gonna do. Right. And I went through my options. And then I said, yo, I'm also eating this Caesar salad. I ain't weigh it. I was like eating this Caesar salad, took a picture of it, threw it in there so we can estimate how much it is. I'm like, yo, I ain't eating the croutons though. Don't get it fucked up. I ain't eating the croutons, player. And they said, cool. We did all this. All right. Then I was like, yo, man, this is where, listen, guys, what I'm about to do, what I'm about to show you is psycho. You don't have to be like me, right? My income depends on how I look to a certain extent, right? So I have way more incentive than the average person. The average person, you don't have the same incentive as me. So I get why you're so fat, right? I get it, right? You can probably still fuck some, 6 or 7 and, you can still keep your job. If I get fat, my son's tuition is on the line, right? So I'm doing shit like, I weighed the sauce. I had this sugar-free honey mustard. And I was like, yo, these the grams. This is how many grams it is, bro, of this shit, right? Now, here's the thing. This is why I'm saying it's so easy to get fat. Yo, this little bit of sauce was 251 calories. You know what I'm saying? Like, until you start tracking your calories and macros, you have no fucking clue how many calories you're getting. I've been a personal trainer for 27 years, right? I'll be 44 in a few weeks. Back when you motherfuckers was in diapers, watching Teletubbies and Barney and shit, I was training 10 people a day. Some of y'all wasn't even being thought about, right? Some of y'all's parents ain't even fuck yet. And I was training 10 people a day. And every time I train someone and I get them to track their calories and macros, they cannot believe how many calories they're eating if they're trying to lose weight. They're like, whoa, I had no idea. They're shocked, flabbergasted, bamboozled. They can't wrap their fucking minds around it. All right. And they're just shocked. And people who are trying to gain weight, it's like, man, I tried everything. I can't gain weight. You tried the one thing that worked, bitch nigga? No. All right. All right. How about we start tracking? It's like, oh shit, I've only been eating 1,000 calories a day. Well, no wonder you can't gain weight, bitch nigga. All right. Anyway, let's keep going. So I weighed the sauce, 200 grams, 200 calories, man. That's a lot. But here's the thing. I put that in there and it gave me how much I was eating per day. It said I still had loot. And I was like, yo, the options you gave me earlier, I'm going with option 2. Because I went back to the options it gave me for the chicken breast. I forgot to tell it, I'm going with option 2. They're like, yo, no problem. 3 chicken thighs, 3 chicken legs, skinless. Boom. And then it gave me the calories for that. And then everything I hit today for the day. Boom. And I hit, and it says, yo, man, boom. You went a little bit over your calories. I went a little bit over, but it's still it's still not a lot of calories. I still lost weight. All right. I went a little bit over, but I hit my protein, stayed under 50 net carbs, and the fat, I don't care. I just feel the remainder with the fat. Right. Y'all understand the power of tracking this shit? You have no idea. And this is so easy. If you want this prompt, hit me on Instagram, DM me the word tracking. I send it right to you. It's too long to put in the caption, right? It's too long to put in the description. Just DM me the word. Just DM me the word tracking on Instagram. King Keto is my Instagram, and I send it right to you. I got automation set up to send it right to you. All right. But here's where it gets crazy. All right. Now, I went into my Oura Ring app, and I showed her how many calories I burnt it. It was a pretty inactive day. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's how many calories I burnt. Boom, I put that in there. It updated and it showed me what my deficit was for the day. Come on. Come on. This is amazing, bro. This is amazing. You can do this with Claude or ChatGPT. You could probably do it with Gemini and Gronk, but I ain't never tried it with Gemini, and Gronk is for sure going to eventually try to fuck you. Right. That's how all LLMs are different, and they, but and then what I do is I have some other automation set up. This is crazy, but I track everything in I have a Notion database. So I say end of day, and then to put everything, it logged everything and then put it into my Notion database. It just sent it up there. All right. Bro, start doing this, man, because you have no idea how many calories you're eating per day. Like you saw, it was 250 calories just for some sauce. It wasn't even a whole lot of sauce. And remember, if you just go 100 pounds, you just go 100 calories over maintenance every day for a year, you're going to gain 10 pounds of fat. And it's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. Like you can really get fat easy. So we got to do this. Again, if you want that prompt, DM me the word tracking on Instagram. My Instagram is King Keto, KINGKETO. And I send it right to you. I got an automation set up. All right. Now, the next thing you need to do, if you don't want to get fat, is make sure, next thing you do, if you don't want to get fat, but you also want to actually get more ripped or build more muscle or both, right? What you need to do is figure out how many calories and macros you need for the day, right? I put together a free tool to show you how to do that. It's called the Ripped Roadmap. Let me explain how this works. So you go to the Ripped Roadmap, you're going to see, boom, find out exactly how many calories you need. Boom, you do a free assessment. All right, you say you're a man or a woman, male, right? You put in your age, me, 43. All right, you put in your height, 6'2", right? You put in how much you weigh. Yo, I'm kind of light right now, but I'll put it in what I was you'll see, 200. Boom, right? And then you upload a photo of yourself. All right. Now what's gonna happen is you upload a photo of yourself, preferably with your shirt off, right? So it can get a good assessment of your body fat. If you're a woman, obviously don't upload no nudity, right? Put yourself in a bathing suit or like a workout clothes or something so the AI can assess what's going on. But there's only like 2 or 3 women here watching this, and one of them is my girlfriend. All right. All right. But anyway, you put that in there, and then here's what's going to happen. It's going to give you your results. So check it out. And I feel really good about the accuracy of this shit, right? So boom, if I want to get super shredded, I got to lose 4 pounds. It estimated my body fat percentage from the image, around 10%, which is from the image I uploaded. That's legit. 20 pounds of fat mass, 180 pounds of lean mass. All right. To get shredded, it said, yo, you should get your body fat down to 8%, right? Which I had to lose 4 pounds of fat, which means my goal body weight is 196. Boom. And it gave me the daily targets I need to hit each day to do that, right? So that's 2,170 calories, 200 grams of protein, right? Sometimes people be like, man, you should hit your goal body weight in grams in protein, right? So if my goal body, they'll say something like, oh man, if your goal body weight is 196, you should have 196 grams of protein. Shut your bitch ass up. All right. Here's the thing. You want to do it for your total body weight. Even if you have way more fat than me, total body weight. I mean that, as I said, it's not lean mass, total body weight. All right. And the reason you want to do that is twofold. One, eating protein is like a cheat code. So every time you eat food, your body has to burn calories to digest it. But different macronutrients burn different amounts of calories. So when you're eating fat, your body burns between 0, almost none, or 3% of the calories it consumes to burn it off, right? So if you consume 100 calories of fat, your body, to digest it, your body's going to burn maybe 0, but about maybe like 3% of those calories, right? So you only really ingest like 197. Carbohydrates, it's like between 5 and 15%, right? So if you eat 100 grams of carbs, when your body's burnt, the energy, your body's going to burn off about 1 to 15% of those carbs. I mean, your body's going to burn off between your body's going to burn off between 5 and 15% of those calories in its digestion, meaning you'll probably only fully absorb between 85 and 95 of those calories, right? But when you eat protein, because of the thermal effect of food, your body burns off 20 to 30% of those calories in its digestion. Meaning, if you eat 100 calories worth of protein, your body will only absorb between 70 and 80 of those grams of protein. It's a cheat code because your body has to burn way more calories to digest protein. It is a cheat code. Keep that fucking protein high. All right. Now, some dipshit is thinking, hey, you telling me that somebody who's 300 pounds should get 300 grams of protein? Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you. It's fine. It's only 50 grams more than what I eat every day. And remember, he's going to burn up 20 to 30% of those calories in its digestion. And it's perfectly safe. And it's like a cheat code. It's like a cash back card. You get what I'm saying? It's like getting cash back on your card. It's a real cheat code. I'm telling you, and it keeps you way more full. Whereas if you're eating a bunch of carbs are more addictive. They spike dopamine in your brain and it kind of make you want more. And they're so easy to digest that you can just keep eating more. But that protein is going to sit in your stomach a little longer because your body's working on digesting it. I digress. The RIP roadmap, the link is in the description as well. Right. But anyway, now that's all I really care about. The protein, all I really care about is the calories and the protein. You can change this and do whatever you want with the carbs and with the carbs and fat. If you like high carbs, go ahead and slide this all the way to the top. Right? If you like low carbs like me and high fat, because I'm keto, man, I'll slide this shit all the way down, you know? It's all good. Or you can keep a balanced approach, whatever's working. I don't care what you do with the carbs and fat. Like, it really doesn't matter to me, you know? What really matters when it comes to body composition is the calories and the protein. And then it tells you what you can expect from week to week for 20 weeks in a row, right? It's just basically telling you how long it would take you to hit that goal. This is 100% free. The link is in the description. My gift to you. I had to code this up for you, but it's all good. All right. Link is in the description, 100% free. All right. So that's the next thing you need to figure out what you're doing each day. And then the third thing you need to do to make sure you get ripped and you don't get fat, honestly, just don't get fat, never get fat, is it'd be helpful if you had somebody keeping you accountable, right? If you had a coach, that'd be great, right? Because, or at least if you and one of your friends were doing it, right? If you set this up with ChatGPT, you can share share it with your friend, and you can see what's going on. I did that with my girl. Like she trying to get, we gonna get her in, like, she's already fine as hell. But she said she wanted to take it to the next level. So I was like, all right, no problem. I specialize in the next level. And so we just set up this chat in ChatGPT because she don't use Claude, but you can share she shared the chat with me, so now I can just check it every day, right? If you can do it with one of your friends, or you can hire a coach, that's going to help you out a lot more, because the thing is, it's difficult to be consistent. Well, the thing is, it's more difficult to be consistent when nobody's watching, when nobody knows but you. You know what I'm saying? When nobody knows but you, is super difficult. I mean, it's super difficult to be consistent. It's kind of like when you go to the gym and you don't feel like going, but your workout partner is there waiting for you. You're more likely to go to the gym. Am I right? But if nobody's going to meet you there, it's like, oh, I can take a day off. Oh man, I went a bunch of days in a row. I don't have to go today. Ah, man, I can chill today. I can relax today. Those are the battle cries of the inconsistent. Those are what I call mediocre mantras. Oh, man, you got to live a little. One won't hurt. Do all that shit. Yeah. Those are mediocre mantras. But if you have somebody keeping you accountable, y'all sharing y'all food log with each other each day, and you turn it into a competition, that might make it better. If you don't have someone like that, then hire a coach that's going to like track your calories every day. Like most coaches in the gym won't track your calories every day. All right. If you can do those three things, man, it's super difficult to fail. It's super difficult to fail. And I promise you, not only will you not get fat like everyone else, but you're also going to get in the best shape of your life. All right. You also going to get in the best shape of your life. Right. And all right, so download those free resources. And also, just some of y'all want to be online trainers. I'm actually doing a live training on the 2nd of July. No, the 2nd of August. On August 2nd, I'm doing a live training where I'll show you how to make an extra $300 to $500 a day as an online trainer using AI, right? You want to register for this, make sure you don't miss out. It's 100% free. I'm gonna break down. It's gonna be all new stuff I haven't really shared with you before, right? And I'm gonna break the whole thing down. I'm gonna answer all your questions. It's gonna be live. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna learn a lot. And I'm gonna show you how to get some money. Y'all know I've taught over 15,000 people how to grow their online fitness businesses. I made over $20 million online. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do it too. All right, let's get it. Oh, where's my? All right, let's get it, guys. Yo, I think Mr. Candlestick is here, and I think he's ready for the market recap. Brother man, are you ready? I know we're taking a little longer. I don't see your camera on. Let me know what's up, man. Sorry I went a little over today. Brother, I don't see you on Candlestick. Candlestick. He said his camera don't work?
His camera has not been working since last Thursday. He can still do the market.
All right, cool. Let's get it.
What's
Yo,
up,
young
Brandon?
Candlestick, what up, player?
You know, this is the ghost of Greg today because for whatever reason, this camera doesn't want to turn on. So
like
here we are.
It'd be like that, man. Yeah, let's get, tell what we looking at now, homie.
Yeah, what we're looking at right now is just a daily chart of the S&P 500. And the main theme of today is going to be how to use the ADX indicator to find out whether we're going to be chopping or trending. This little indicator down here, this tells us the strength of our trends. Whenever it's moving up, that's generally when we get bigger movements in the overall market. Whenever it goes down, that's when we tend to chop and go back and forth. Right now, this indicator is as low as it can possibly get, and the market has been as choppy as it possibly can be. And what we have going on this week is we have earnings, we've got Google earnings, we've got Microsoft earnings, we've got big tech earnings, we've got Tesla earnings, and we also have the Fed next week. Okay. So that's going to cause some volatility. I know last Thursday I said that I'm expecting a big move, whether it be up or down. We did get a big drop on Friday, but it really just didn't stick. We're still stuck in this range. So until then, I really don't have a strong opinion on the market. I think that cash is a great position. You know, SGOV, this is the short-term government bond ETF. This is like your money market fund. This is the place to park your cash until things become a little bit more clear. All right. So some of the other, last time we talked about Microsoft as well. Microsoft is just chopping, but long-term, I am more bullish. If we take a look at software, though, software has been relatively weak. Software was down while the market was green. I think a good pairs trade, which means you buy something and then you short something else, is buying like put debit spreads on IGV and then call debit spreads on Microsoft. Okay. Because what that does is you're picking the winning stocks within the sector, but you short the overall sector. That way you don't even have to really time up your entry. And if you're correct on your stock selection, you'll make a boatload of money and you can potentially still make money on the IGV shorts. Okay.
Nice.
Copper. I added to copper today. So we've been talking about copper for mad
Yeah, you
long.
added to that joint, huh?
Yeah, I added to that today. And I'm going to add even more if it breaks these highs.
Okay.
What's happening right now is inflation is picking up and it's broadening out. Crude oil is still bouncing from this support level that we mapped out just a few weeks ago. And it's coming up to resistance. So maybe it stalls at resistance, but what the market is telling us is that inflation is not done. Gas prices are $4 a gallon, national average now. Okay, so that just affects transportation everywhere around. It affects.
Hey man, but at least there ain't no dudes playing women's sports, right?
Yeah. At least there's no dudes playing women's sports. That was a huge problem, Brandon.
It was such
huge.
a problem. You know how many there were in all time?
Yeah, what was it, like 100?
No, man. 10.
Not even
10.
Not even
10.
in triple digits.
Motherfuckers talk about it like everywhere you go, man. There's a dude. It's like 10. Like not this year, like ever. But anyway, man,
epidemic.
Whatever. We ain't got to worry about them no more. Let's get we just got to pay some more gas for it. Let's get it.
Yeah, we just got to pay some more gas. You know, another way that you can look at inflation is interest rates. Okay, interest rates tend to rise as inflation rises. So this is the TBT. This is the interest rate ETF. What's cool about this is if you expect this to rise, it's worth it to actually borrow money now because it's cheaper to borrow money now before it becomes too expensive to borrow money. Okay. And so that's kind of a little arbitrage play that you can do. You know, the TLT is the 20-year treasury bond ETF. This is kind of like the backbone of the global economy. Okay. Not enough traders look at this chart. When this gets torn apart, the market sells off usually pretty hard. Okay. So if TLT breaks down, I think that the market can break down. If TLT stabilizes or goes back up, cool. No red flags in the market. Nothing too crazy going on there. If I had to make a prediction, and I could be wrong about this, I think that we could potentially break down either this week or next week. We could have a pretty sharp and fast sell-off, and then it's just a dip buy back to, you know, the midpoint of the range or even all-time highs. That thesis would be only valid if we start to break, you know, these key support levels. Call it SPY 740. Set some price alerts. If it breaks that, it should go. It could just zip it right back into the range, but we can only be range bound for so long. Conversely, if you want to take a breakout, over 755 is the breakout, and we'd likely see all-time highs real quick. Okay.
All right.
Until then, it's just, you know, take your day trades, futures trade, pick your favorite individual stocks. We talked about MBIS last time, dip buying right where 170. This is up 30% in 3 days from that level. And
30%. We told them.
We told him,
Greg,
Brandon, I texted you on that one trade.
Yeah, I saw it.
NEBX. Okay, get this, you guys. This is like a free money glitch, almost. Okay. If you had just $1,900 in your trading account, you could have picked up $600 cash to agree to buy 100 shares at 19. The premiums are stupidly high on NEBX. And so this is a double levered ETF of NBIS. So because it's double levered, that's why you get so much better option premiums. If you want to get even more crazy with it, you can sell some puts. That's what I did. Cool. My break even's 13. So that means this would have to drop, 60% just for me to break even. 60%. But you could also buy 100 shares and sell like a far out of the money covered call. Look, you get $700, $800 in premium. You're almost getting half your investment back just by waiting a month. And if it just goes sideways, boom, you're up quite a bit. You just sell the next month's option. The biggest risk would be a crash in NBIS stock, and it crashes to like 60 or 70. That would be the biggest risk.
It's not likely though.
I don't think the stock is going to drop 70% in 1 month. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So that's a free money glitch. That's not financial advice. None of this is financial advice. I'm just saying you got to spot these opportunities where there's just huge amounts of premium.
Yeah.
Like I did 3 of these. So I'm putting in 6 Gs. I'm pulling out $1,500 in cash just instantly in 1 month. And I just have to wait. Trade is up. Trade's doing well. That's what we got to do on NEBX.
Come on.
All right. So, we talked about some other stocks. Google has earnings. If you wanted to, you could take a Google earnings gamble. Anything can happen. It could break down. It could break up. Its expected move is plus or minus $20. What I do know is that long-term, I'm bullish Google. Long-term, I think Google a year from now is at least at 480. Probably 2 to 3 years from now, it's at 580. And
I'm super bullish on it long-term, bro.
Yeah. And it's one of those things where it's like, I've got to get at least half to 3/4 of my position built before earnings. My last quarter, if it dumps, I'll add my last quarter of my size and that'll be it. Pause. Last quarter of my size. So that's Google. We talked about XBI a while ago, biotech. This might be starting to go right now. It's pulled back. Now it's basing. It's holding. XBI could be a trade. I'm probably not going to trade it, but keep an eye on it. I've been wheeling VKTX. This is at a good spot right here, right now as well. Really good option premiums. Super chill swing trading strategy. Buy 100 shares, go out and sell an out of the money covered call. You get $50 to $100 a week. And if you get called away, you're getting a 10 to 15% gain in a week. Okay. And if not, you still get that 5% cash up front. So that's another one. Bitcoin. Kind of dead money. It's slowly grinding up. Dead money though over here.
Yeah. Bitcoin, man, it's just like, if you had a bunch of money in Bitcoin, the opportunity cost of it has just been like crazy for the last year.
Yeah, exactly. Because you could have done so much with that money. You could have even spent it and enjoyed it. Yeah.
Or you could have, man, you missed out on the gold trade.
Yeah.
You missed out on the copper trade. You missed out on the XLE trade. I mean, maybe you got enough cash where you did them all, right? Maybe.
Yeah. That is a risk in investing, is opportunity cost. If an investment takes too long to go up.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. I was in some that I had to let go a while ago just because I wanted to put that money somewhere else. Yep,
that was a good move.
Yeah.
I had some Victory Trades members pay me in Bitcoin for coaching calls. And I'm like, hey, I'm doing you a service here. I've saved you like $500.
Yeah, man. You immediately exchanged that for currency,
immediately sold it.
For like real money.
Yeah.
For like something for a currency that can be exchanged for goods and services on a large scale basis. Yeah.
No joke.
I've been paid in Bitcoin before. I immediately converted that into US greenbacks, dollars.
Me as well. As soon as I receive the Bitcoin, I'm like, shit, I hope Bitcoin doesn't crash while I'm
Yeah, within the
exchanging
next
this.
hour.
Just, I hope this doesn't go to zero on in the 5 minutes it takes to transfer.
Because it's not outside the realm of possibility.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I will short Bitcoin and buy Bitcoin puts if it breaks underneath 60K. For now, I'm just staying away. If you want to short it up here with a stop maybe above like 69K, that's a top fish short setup. I would not be buying, but if you do buy and make money, hey, I'm glad, I'm happy for you. You know, I'm happy for you. So that's Bitcoin. You know, we've been talking about XLV being a sector to lead ever since down here 150, but I didn't start trading and buying calls until 160. It's just kind of, it popped. Now it's just going sideways. Wait for this to set up. If you're looking for a value trade, it's not going to make you rich, but it's not going to, you know, cause you a lot of drawdown. It's Medtronic. Okay. Medtronic fair value is 113. This is still in the accumulation zone. So it's not too late. I'm trying to give you guys plays where it's not too late. Okay?
Not too late. Not yet, at least.
This is the accumulation box, 78 to 86. It probably gets going once it breaks 86. That's where I'd be buying call options. Okay. But it also pays 3.6% per year. So that's always lucrative when you can get a dividend while you're holding a stock and it's beneath fair value and it has the potential to break out. So that's what I'd be looking at over there. Keep an eye on the ADX. You know, it's basically just saying we go sideways for a bit until the ADX indicator turns up. In terms of futures trading has been going well, getting multiple payouts, just steadily getting those consistent wins. And
yeah, I haven't been able to be on late because I have a real problem with my computer. Like like I might have to start over. It feels like.
Yeah. What you need to do is just uninstall Ninja and Rhythmic, reinstall it, and we'll take it from the top.
Yeah, or like fucking just set that computer to factory settings or some shit, you know?
Yeah, just factory reset or something.
Yeah.
Because then we can get you back in the lives. That'll be good. But yeah, check out some of the wins. We traded an Iron Condor today. That was pretty cool. Got some funded accounts. That was cool.
Nice, man.
Yeah. Yeah, futures trading is going really well. And some option plays, it's a little bit tricky. On some SPX plays, it's tricky. But for the most part, the individual stock selection is pretty good. You know, we had Chris over here making $500 a single day. We're posting trade ideas all out over here. So, yeah, it's a chill time here in Victory Trades.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for me, Brandon?
Man, you know, I want to know about some of these sectors, especially some of them foreign sectors.
Yeah.
What's up with Japan, motherfucking Germany?
So EWJ is Japan, up more than the overall US markets. It's in an uptrend, you know, graph goes from the bottom left to the top right. I don't know if it outperforms S&P 500, but Japan up 2.55%, while the S&P is up 1%. So more than double outperformance, at least today. So that's Japan. We can check out emerging markets. Emerging markets up 2.8%. That's outperforming the S&P. So ILF, this is Latin America. This was up 1.3%. This still looks pretty constructive. This looks like a breakout over 35.
Okay.
Just looking, if you guys took that short yen trade, YCS, not young candlestick, but shorting the yen, that trade has popped pretty well. If you guys followed that trade, that went up 2%. It's really tough to kind of really make any money from it, but you can just watch it. Those are some of the main foreign markets that I've been watching. They're not super exciting right now.
Yeah, it's not exciting. At one point that shit was popping. Tell me about you got a question? We'll answer it in 1 second after you answer my question. Guys, if you have questions about any stocks, ETFs, securities, even crypto, Greg and I will analyze it for you. We're gonna get to your questions in a second, but I need XLF, XLE.
Yeah, let's check it out. So XLE is going to be correlated to the oil trade, and that's grinding up really nicely. I actually got called away on my XLE wheel, so I got paid to take
it
profit.
went up too high.
It went up too high. I got pulled out at 56.50, but after all the premium, it's like I exited at like 57.50. So, you know, it's coming up towards resistance, but XLE does look neutral to bullish. Okay.
Okay.
So that's my rating on XLE. There's no oil is coming into resistance, and so is XLE, but there's no sign of that resistance just yet. So I think it's still a buy the dip environment. I really like the sector.
Okay.
XLF, steady Eddie uptrend, you know, breaking out, retesting. XLF, I give a neutral to bullish reading on this. I'm not going to buy it. It's just one of those sectors that you watch to help confirm the S&P. XLF was only up 0.12 while the S&P is up 1%. That is only one day, and there's nothing bearish about all-time highs.
Yeah. So like that's what you know. I like to look at XLF. Sometimes it can be a leading indicator. Sometimes it's just like a confirmation.
Yeah.
Right? If XLF is up, then I feel better about a bull trend.
Yep.
Right. But if it's not, because it's the banks, the finance, right? But if you see like an uptrend and on SPY and XLF is not up, that worries the shit out of me.
Yeah, it means just stay in cash, just stay out of the trades. But if XLF is green and SPY is green, you have more confirmation that things will trend higher. Same for the bearish trades, though. If XLF is down and the S&P is down, it could start to lead to a bigger sell-off. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And even still, semiconductors have been following the market much more strongly than even the Mag 7, Microsoft, Google, Amazon. Semiconductors have been a better indicator of where the market's headed than some of our biggest tech stocks. Okay, so look at semiconductors. Dip and rip all day. You can take a look at the SPY. It's just it's a dip and rip, same thing. Dip, rip, looks very, very similar. But you can take a look at stocks like Google today was down, didn't really follow the market. Apple what was pretty good. Meta doesn't really follow the market, just kind of flopping around. Nvidia did a little pop drop, didn't really recover as much. So semiconductors are a big tell of where the market's headed. Russell 2000, IWM, this got me today. I took a loss shorting IWM.
You tried to short the IWM?
Yep. So look at this. This is the daily chart. Look at this candle, Brandon. If I see this candlestick formation, a gap up and then closing near the low, oh man, I'd say 7 out of 10 times we're going to get crushed the next day. Today, we just gapped up and moved higher. I had to cut my short positions. So
be like that.
Kind of tricky. I have to go based off the information that I have. And that's what I'm seeing. So no huge red flags, just dead chop. Really, really, really tough for a trader. It's fine for investors. Futures trading's going well because you can just get in and out whenever the hell you want. which you can nowadays when you're regularly trading, but there's a bit of slippage. You kind of need to give some space for your thesis to play out. But on Thursday, I'm going to be going to Piper Sandler in downtown Minneapolis for a large CMT conference. There's going to be a lot of big money managers there. They're going to give some of their favorite stock picks, ETF picks, their market forecast. There's going to be a ton of presentations and Q&A. I'm going to be sure to bring to you guys what I learned from that. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, you got to do that, man. You got to let us know what's up, man.
Yeah, I'm going to put that membership to work.
Come on, man. Yo, all right, guys. You got a question? I gotta urinate while you answer this question.
Hey, good to. So Brandon does HVAC. He says, "How low can SpaceX go? I've been shorting since 150 and up 400 in profit as of right now." Brandon Serpa's a nice, good, long-time Victory Trades member. So SpaceX over here. So SpaceX, just to recap what we've done with it. We day traded this long for the first day, second day. Then I stayed away from it once it broke above 200. Then it crashes all the way back down to the IPO price. Okay. And remember, IPO stands for it's probably overpriced. Okay. Remember that. IPO, it's probably overpriced. And so in the long run, prices gravitate towards their fair value. We retested the opening IPO price. We bounced, put in a lower high. Then we retested the opening IPO price. The buyers wanted to buy it one more time there. And then we cracked lower. This is when I was saying you got to be buying puts underneath 150 on SpaceX. It cracks lower, cracks lower, cracks lower. I got fully out of my shorts at 138. Looks like Brandon's doing pretty well with his short.
The other Brandon.
The other Brandon. I still think that this stock is a short the bounce stock up until $80 to $90 per share. Okay. 80 to 90 per share is where it could start building out some value. And then later it can start to go on a crazy trend and outperform the market. But it's got to be for much lower prices. Okay. This thing was heavily overvalued. That was a huge cash grab, massive cash grab on SpaceX. So it's short the bounce until 80 to 90. I wouldn't touch this thing long, anything above $100 a share. Okay. And if this happens to be the low, so be it. You know, that's totally cool. But I don't think it's the low.
I don't think it's the low either, man. I think that's going super low because it's bullshit. Like they're only customers, the U.S. government.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's all bullshit.
Their revenues are just not there. You know, its fair value is $25 per share. Anything above that is just Elon premium. So I would say it's one of those things where it could bounce short term. So if you've got puts, it may make sense to exit. If you've got like spreads, those are easier to hold. But the problem now is the puts juice up and they're expecting more of a drop over time. And so that kind of removes the edge from shorting it. But I'd look at something like July 31st, next week expiration, do something like sell the 135 call, buy the 140 call. As long as it's underneath 135, see, even then, you're not even getting a ton of premium and you take on a ton of risk.
Man.
The short's over. The money has been made. Yeah, 80 to 90, Brandon.
All right. Cool, man. It's just Greg. You got any? All right, show him some wins from victory trades, man.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. So here's the wins channel. So we day trade stuff on those live calls. You know, we're catching some good moves. 92%. Hey, this is that contract that I gave on the presentation. So I gave you a trade idea. I gave you guys a trade idea within the presentation. $35 was your total cost. Outcomes 115. That's a 328% gain. We're leveraging 100 shares of ASML. So instead of using $168,000, we use $35.
Come on, man.
You know,
that
that's why spreads are so great. You know, it's very manageable to control your risk. If you buy a put on this for 10 G's or 20 G's and it goes against you, 20 grand gets wiped away in hours. We don't want that. Okay.
Nah,
so that's the trade. You know, Hanzo passed some futures accounts, three futures accounts all in one day. I passed a few accounts in one day.
Come on.
So things are going well.
That's awesome, man. Yo, we killing it out here, man.
Definitely. And sometimes right now it's a slower month. It's a slower time in the market. The market's going sideways. I can't really be out here forcing big plays. There hasn't been any like monstrous wins. It's just base it here, expense trade here, wait for those big ones. Cause sometimes one of these trades just randomly pops off. Like on TTD, call options go from $70 to $2,000 overnight. You know, sometimes that can just happen. You can, when you're in the market and you make good trades for long enough, you're going to hit some home runs and even more than a home run. Because that's the beauty of the stock market. Your gain cannot be capped versus in many other endeavors, your gains can be capped. You know, when you're at a 9-to-5 job, you can get a raise, but you can't make 10x or 100x your money. You'll get like a 10 or 20% raise if you do really, really good. It's different though in the markets. But the key is, can you survive long enough to get those big plays? And can you wait for conditions to line up? The conditions are not ideal, but once we start to see that breakout or breakdown, that's where we're going to start getting confirmations, and I'm going to be starting to swing some size. I love it when the volatility picks up. Yeah, pause. I love it when the volatility picks up, because like on days like this and this, that's where you can make thousands of dollars off of just a couple $100.
Come on.
But if you shoot for those types of days every single day, you're just going to bleed out slowly. So yeah, it's an interesting market environment. Long term, still bullish. If it dips, it's worth a dip buy, but I want to catch the short, because there's a lot of money to be made on a short if you can identify it quickly enough when the buyers are trapped.
That's a fact. All right, man. Well, listen, guys, if you want to join Victory Trades, make sure you hit the link in the description. Join Victory Trades. It's super cheap. You can trade with us live. I'm gonna be back to trading ASAP, but Greg's holding it down for the team. And but I'll be back in a few days. Like
let's meet next week.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And yeah, I will not be here Thursday because I'll be at the CMT conference. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I won't be here Thursday. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Okay.
All right.
Hopefully, actually, you'll be able to see me. I'll get my camera fixed.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're gonna get it fixed this time.
Well, it's normally always ready, and I tried beforehand. I spent like 15 minutes fiddling with it, plugging in, plugging out, restart computer, nothing.
All right.
Peace out, Brandon.
Take it easy. All right. I think we got some questions for me. Or nah.
We do. We have Alex. Hey, BC. I wanted to ask about cash flow. I wanted to know, what should I do? I work as a GIS tech, so it's full-time, and I do schooling, books, draw, learn languages, but I thought maybe fitness or tutoring, masseuse work.
Man, you should do something online. You should do some sort of online something. You know, if you're gonna do fitness, man, don't do in person. Do online training, man. Like there's more money there, and you already do so much. You already work so much, right? Now you can fit that in around your schedule, and you, for the same amount of time, you can make like way more money. You know, I teach people how to do this stuff, right? You know, so so if that's something you're interested in, never fear. This week, no, it's not this weekend. It's August 2nd. I'm actually doing a live training where I show you how to grow your online fitness business. I'm showing you how to make an extra $200 to $300 per day as an online trainer. Right, extra $200 to $300 per day as an online trainer. And then I'm using AI. We're gonna break the whole thing down for you. Click that link in the description. You should go here and say, yeah, you want to attend, and then we'll get it in. All right, let's get it.
We have Rach. How did you get over being lonely romantically when all your time is spent working or working out?
You know, I don't even want to say romantically, just in general. Like when you first start a business, like unless you got a girl that you live with, and even if you do, right, it could be when you're going real hard. There is a point where people don't talk about. There is a loneliness to it. You know, all your friends are at work or working, or they hanging out, and they may not be as ambitious as you, right? So they're spending a lot more time partying and shit. And there is a point where you can start feeling lonely, but it's not from the working out. Working out is only a fucking hour a day, bro. Chill out. I fucking hate when people use time as excuse not to work out. Motherfucker, you got an hour. You spend an hour bullshitting on your phone or bullshitting, doing something, watching some fucking show. I don't want to hear that dumb shit. But it's the work. Like if you want some entrepreneurial shit, you could go so hard that it becomes lonely. All right. You can go so hard that it becomes lonely. And that's I had a cat, man. If you watch my old videos from like 15 years ago, it was George Clooney Carter. That was my cat, George, man. And that was helpful. I ain't gonna lie. That was helpful. I had a cat, man. I had to give him away when my son was born because he was allergic to cats. But yeah, maybe get you another mammal in the house, some kind of way, whether a dog, cat, girlfriend, another mammal. I think that might help you in the crib.
We all done for now.
That's it. All right, guys. What I want to talk about now is, all right, we're going to talk about some things you can do to change your life in the next 30 days. So one of them is going to be getting some goddamn cash, getting some money, like making some big money. Another one, the next one, I'm trying to think of which one I want to talk about first, getting money or how I lost 12 pounds in 5 days. I lost 12 pounds in a month with the peptides. I think we should let y'all choose your own adventure, man. I think we should. I think we should see what we want to do first. I don't know how to do the poll. Pause. Yo, babe, you know how to work the poll. Pause. All right, just type in the comments.
What's the question?
Yo, do they want to hear about how to make a bunch of money in the next 30 days, or do they want to learn how to lose a bunch of fat in the next 30 days? We're going to do both for sure. But they get to pick which direction we want to go in. We're gonna let them decide on the direction. Because we're definitely doing both. You got the poll up? Okay, we got the poll. You guys vote. Let's go. Let's see what happens. They typing money. Oh man, money's winning. Money's winning. That's super small on my screen. DJ Chiquita Grande, what they saying? It looks like money. Oh, it looks like that money graph is far. All right, it's money, right?
It's money right now, yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
111.
Yeah, it is. All right. Let me fix one thing. Hold on. I gotta fix something on in my studio. It wasn't set up the way I wanted. All right. All right, cool, man. Let's talk about how to make money, man. Next 30 days, man. You can get some. You motherfuckers can get paid. All right. Let's go. Let me find this thing. I made over $20 million in my online businesses, and I've taught over 15,000 people how to grow successful online businesses, mostly in the fitness niche. Some of them have went on to make hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. No, many of them have went on to make hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. A few of them, a handful of them, have made millions, and maybe two of them have made multiple millions per year from the online fitness business, learning a bunch of the stuff I'm going to teach you guys today. All right. I'm going to hop right into it. And this is learning a bunch of stuff I'm going to teach you today. And this system I call the attention ladder, right? These are the 3 things you need to get attention online and to make sales, right? Now, again, there's 3 things you need to have a successful online fitness business. And if you do there's 3 things you need to have a successful online business, especially in the coaching space. And we're going to go through each one of them. If any one of these fuck up on the attention ladder, any rung on the attention ladder fucks up, you will fail. You need all 3 of them. All right. So the first part of the attention ladder is actually getting attention. That's step 1. People have to know who you are. You have to be able to reach people and market to them. Now, marketing is different than sales. We're going to get into sales later, but this is just about marketing. Now, a lot of people and other coaches will tell you, hey, man, you need to start running ads. They want you to run ads immediately. I think that's a huge, colossal mistake when you're first starting, because until you have all 3 steps of the ladder working and kind of dialed in, then you're going to be wasting money, because you can get attention with ads. But if you don't have everything, popping, everything set up, then you're just going to be then you're just going to be lighting money on fire. But if you have, then you're just going to be like throwing money away. But check this out. I think ads are like gasoline, right? If you pour gas on the floor, nothing happens, right? There's no combustion. You won't get an explosion or anything. But if you got a little fire going, if you already got a spark, then you throw gas on it, kaboom, right? So that's why we want to get it popping, start making some money, get our processes dialed in, then throw ads on top of that, and it takes it to the next level, okay? So first so instead of running ads on social media, we're going to actually build our organic social media. And this is very important, right? And the way we're going to build our organic social media, I'm going to give you one of the many strategies I teach my students. This is the 10x outlier method. So here's how it works. You're going to go on to Instagram. And what you want to do is you want to look for videos that have 10 times the views as followers, the subscriber. You want to look for videos that have 10 times the views as followers the creator has, right? So I recommend you get this app. I recommend you get these 2 Chrome extensions. One is called one is called TikTok Sorter, right? And this will give you this is how I get all this extra data on the videos. Like I can see right here that this is 6 million. So we're going to look into that. And there's another extension you should get. It's called Sorter. And you'll see why you need both of them, right? So Sort Feed gives you all this data, right? So check this out. We see this video has 6.5 million views. Let's just look in here. Well, how many subscribers does how many followers does the creator have? Oh man, Coach Brody has 38,000 followers. This is way more than a 10x outlier. So this is a perfect candidate, right? Now what we do is we see the format that it's in. So what we want to do is we want to transcribe this, and this is where Sorter comes in, right? Sorter, it leaves it right here. We can actually transcribe the video, right? We hit transcribe. Boom. Now it's going to give me the whole transcriptions, right? Then you go over to Gemini or any LLM, Gemini, Claude, whatever floats your boat. You take that transcription and you dump it in here. Now, here's what we're going to do. Because we don't want to copy this motherfucker word for word. What we want to do is we want to say, hey, I want to remake this video in my own words, with my own expertise and my own knowledge. Interview me and ask me questions until you feel like you have enough of my knowledge to write this script in a way where it's not copying off of this person and just being influenced by it. All right. Boom. Oh, the app I use to talk into my phone is called Whisper Flow. I could have just hit this microphone thing, but fuck that. Boom. Now it's going to get in here, break down the math formulas, right? And it's going to ask me the questions, and I can just answer these questions and it'll write it out for me. We're not going to do that right now in the interest of time. But the reason this is important is because there are a lot of songs, tons of songs that have the same exact chord progression. Chord progression, for those of y'all who don't play any instruments, they're basically the structure of a song, right? They have the same chord progressions. They might even be in the same key. And there's tons of songs with the same chord progression and the same key. but they had different what? Different lyrics, different rhythms, different melodies, maybe even different tempos. And that's why they're different songs, right? So we're not copying off this person. We're doing exactly what musicians do, is when they take another chord progression and make it their own. And I'm telling you, if you know anything about music, if you play an instrument, you know that there's tons of songs in the same key with the same chord progression. It's not even a big deal, right? And we're doing the same thing. We're not copying off these people, right? We're being influenced by it. So we want to take the script and the structure as well. So we want to do the format. So obviously, this person did not invent this format. Like I've seen this before. This shit came out this month. Shout out to Coach. He did his thing. But this is a form. Sorry, he did not invent this format. This is a format that works, right? You get different sort of formats, right? And that's what we want to do. We want to look for 10x outliers. Now, and then make them in your own style. I hope this is making sense to you. Now, here's what we're going to do. Now, I call this niche hacking, right? This is when you get these 10x outliers and you make them in your own style. And what we want to do is we want to find 2 to 3 10x outliers and niche hack them every day. All right. We want to make these posts every day, 2 or 3. You may be thinking that's a lot. That's too much. Hey man, you clicked on a video saying you want to build a business in 30 days, right? If you post once a day, it's going to be 3 times as long, right? If you want to post once a week, it's going to take you forever. It probably won't even happen. All right. Again, I taught over 15,000 people how to grow successful online fitness businesses, and all my top students are posting. Some of them are posting 6 reels a day, new reels. And you may be thinking, how do I accomplish that? Right? I don't have time. Well, you don't have time because you're not batching your content. You have to batch your content. And the way you do that, hold up. Okay. And batching your content should look something like this. Right? So what a normal person does is when they want to make a new video, they plan, script, film, edit, and then post. And they do all of that for one video, right? They do all these things. These are plus signs. Oh. One post. If you do all that at once, there's no way you can be prolific. Nobody who's posting a lot of content is doing it like that. Like 0% of people who posting a lot of content are doing that. All of them batch their content, right? And you got to be more strategic, and you also got to schedule your content, right? So what you want to do is, instead of doing this crap that doesn't work, there's a better way. So you're going to split this up. Day 1, excuse my handwriting. Day 1, you plan all your content. And make no mistake, this is how I did it back when I had multiple jobs and I had to post, and I was posting 2 long form videos to YouTube every day. Day 2, oh, okay. No, I'm sorry. Before we get to day 2, you plan. And remember, we want to post 2 to 3 times a day. So we're going to plan 17. We're going to plan between 14 and 21 videos. So this is when you're looking to niche hack these outliers. You're looking for them. You're finding the right ones. You're niche hacking. All right. Then day 2, you are going to script your videos. Again, you're going to do 14 to 21. So here you went and found all the videos, all the 10x outliers. This is the day you actually doing the niche hacking. Day 3, you are going to film 14 to 21 videos. If you ever see like my old YouTube content back in the day when I was posting like 2 videos a day, I was always wearing the same shit. It would be like no shirt and some brand Jordan pants, some joggers. That's because I would do all that shit in one day. And make no mistake, I still do this now. I still batch content now, right? This is the only way it works. Oh, let me clean this up. Yeah. Okay. Day 4, you edit. I remember when I was editing all my videos myself, man. This is what I had to do. 12 to 14 videos. And then day 5. Sorry. And then day 5 is when you schedule. Sorry, my screen is messing up. All right, here we go. Day 5 is when you schedule. 14 to 21 videos. All right. Like, this is the only way you can post a lot. This is literally the only way you can post a lot. If you try to do that shit one at a time, it won't work. Right. Because what happens is now we've built like a conveyor belt. We've built like an assembly line. So it's like during the American Revolution, when Henry Ford and the rest of them boys, they really improved the productivity of the nation's workforce by starting the assembly line. Now you have an assembly line and you'll get way more done way faster. If you try to do this one at a time, you will fail. Right. So you just put in your calendar a few hours each day. Now, here's the thing. When you are scheduling them, you could schedule it in. Hold up. Sorry, I'm looking for something. Let me make sure I'm on the right page. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. 1 second. Okay. You could schedule it yourself in the Instagram app or the TikTok app or the YouTube, but that's not what we want to do. Right? Because that's cumbersome. It takes a long time. What we want to do is use a platform like Go High Level. Go High Level is a CRM that I use. I've been using it for years. And with Go High Level, what we can do is we can actually schedule our posts ahead of time, right? We can schedule all of them. But what's really cool is we can schedule posts on each platform at the same time, right? So I can select the account. I can just hit all. I got my Instagram connected. I got my TikTok and my YouTube. So now I can upload one thing and schedule it for each. All right. And all I gotta do is add the post. I can just upload the video right here and schedule it and put the caption here. And I can customize the caption for each channel. Each one can be different. But I only have to do one upload. And then I post the time I want to schedule. Right. I go in here, schedule later. You know. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this makes it so much easier. If, as a matter of fact, I was on vacation with my son. Took him on a Disney cruise, you know, father-son Disney cruise. And I was posting on all platforms multiple times a day. And even to my story, without even having to open my phone or go on social media. I could just be present with my son the whole time, right? And with Go High Level, you can actually schedule your story posts too on Instagram, right? This is a cheat code. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people will say that you should focus on one platform. But here's the thing, man. The shit that works on Instagram is probably going to work on TikTok. It's probably going to work on YouTube Shorts. How do I know that? Because I post on all of them and they do well everywhere. All right. The same videos. They do well everywhere. I don't space them out because I don't think nobody's clocking me like that. And I don't give a fuck. I post once and it goes everywhere. And I do that with Go High Level. All right. And we're going to be talking about Go High Level a lot in this video. But because it can help you with every part of building your business, right? I got a free trial for you guys. If you guys want to try Go High Level, you get a free trial for 30 days. If you join, you get a free 30-day trial. If you just go to their website, it's only going to be 2 weeks, but you get a free 30-day trial with Go High Level, and you can schedule your post, and you can manage your leads. All my business I run through Go High Level over the last 8 years, right? But that's only one of the things that GHL can do. We'll get into more later, right? But click the link in my description. You get a free trial on that. But just to be able to post on all platforms at once is enough. For me, that's worth it. Someone who posts on every platform, all right? I'm telling you, it's worth it, all right? Now, here's the thing. This niche hacking stuff works because my girlfriend actually 5x'd her following in 3 months by niche hacking 10x outliers. I saw a video come up on my page from this girl that had a few 100,000 views, and she had less than 100,000 followers. And I was like, oh yeah, it's a 10x outlier. Right? I sent it to her. I was like, you should make your version of this video. She didn't copy off the girl, but she definitely made her version. That shit got like 5 million views back when she had less than 10,000 followers. This is how this shit works. And she posts that same video every 90 days. And every 90 days it gets millions of views. But she still does 10x outliers all the time. And this is really important for those of y'all who like are new to making content, because if you can model somebody else's, if you can model other content that's already working, that's how you learn. Like when I learned to play the guitar, I wasn't writing songs day one, right? What were we doing? I was playing the Beatles. I was playing Bob Marley. This is stuff that my guitar teacher had me doing. My guitar teacher had me playing B.B. King, Muddy Waters, right? Learning like that. And then I can come up with my own chord progressions and my own licks and all that stuff. But you're not good enough to be creative yet. You got to earn that, right? Now, here's the thing. If you post 2 to 3 videos a day that you niche hacked from 10x outliers, that means after 30 days, you will have posted. That means after 30 days, you will have posted between 60 and 90 videos. I promise you, one of those is going to go viral. A few of them are probably going to take off, and your following will grow exponentially. The first 30 days, my girl did it. She doubled her following. And I've seen it happen for tons of my other students as well. But just because you're getting people to follow you does not mean that you're making money. And that's where it comes to step 2, right? The first step was getting attention. Step 2 is turning that attention into leads. Right? Because attention don't pay the bills. You can't pay your kids' tuition with views, right? You got to turn those people into leads, right? Because this is the customer journey. People come from a viewer to a lead to a customer, right? This is a step in between, right? So the number one tool, one of the number one tools my students use to get leads is something I call the Profit PDF. This is where at the end of your videos, all your videos, you tell them, hey, download, it's at the end of your videos, all your videos, maybe you had a video about tracking your macros if you're in the fitness niche. You say, hey, if you want to learn more about that, I got a free macro tracking guide. Comment macros below and I send it right to you. And let me show you how this works. And then what you do is you want to have Go High Level actually send them those leads. And it's super easy to set up. I'll show you what it looks like. Right. Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like. So all you got to do, you just build this in Go High Level. You have inbound from leads, boom, creates the content. And then it's just simple. It's just like mini chat, but it's a little better. And it's super simple to set up where the leads come in. And then Instagram immediately sends them a DM. Instagram will immediately send them a DM. Let me see if I find the right one. Cool. Yes, my fault. I showed you the wrong thing at first. So you just say, hey, you just set the, Jesus, things not showing. All right. You just set this up and Go High Level. Boom. You have it. So when somebody comments the word, whatever word you have, or if they send you a DM message with this word, boom, and replies on it, it sends them the link in Instagram. All right. This is very important. Right. And it's called the Profit PDF. Whatever you send them, and that thing you send them can be a cheat sheet, it can be a free guide, or it maybe even like a tool they can use that help them accomplish their goals. All right. And then typically what most coaches will tell you to do is to go in the DMs and try to get them on sales calls. And that definitely works, but there is a more sophisticated way to do that. So the way most coaches would tell you to do it, again, is IG Reel. Something's happening. Okay. IG Reel. Computers. Sorry, it's not working. DM. To DM and then sales call. And this works. This works for sure. But what I would like you to do, what I know works better, and this is what the top marketers, all the top marketers do. IG Reel, DM, the DM sends them to a landing page. And on this landing page, they can become a real lead. We can get their emails and phone numbers. Let me show you what that looks like. And this is how I do it too. Like, I'm not just talking. This is exactly what I've been doing for years. So if I go back to Go High Level, what I can do is in Go High Level, you can set up like a real landing page. So this is one I just set up just for this example, where if somebody DMs me, I'll have Go High Level DM them this link, right? And what this link looks like is something real simple. I set this up in a second. I made this image with ChatGPT and just put it on this form, and they got to put their name, email, phone number, right? Not everybody's going to do it, and you don't have to ask for all this, but I suggest you do, right? And then they can download it for free. Now, here's where the magic happens, guys. Here's where the magic happens. The magic happens on the next page. Once they hit that button, what we're doing is from here, show you where they go. They go to step 2, which is the thank you page. And this is just a real simple one I whipped up right before this, but it doesn't have to be intense, right? So basically, this is just a video saying, "Hey man, thanks for downloading the thing. You can get it from the link right there. But if you want, but I know some of y'all want more help accomplishing your goals, right? And then I go into, this is what's called a VSL or a video sales letter. And I could have put more copy on this. Oh, I'm not showing my page. Shit. All right. Once they hit, so I meant to say, from here, once they hit submit, then they go to step 2 of the funnel, right? And then right here, what you see, this is called a video sales letter, where basically I'm saying, hey, I'm not thanking them. I'm congratulating them on actually downloading the thing, taking some action, and I say they can get it from the button below. But I know some of them want to take it to the next level. I know some of them are serious about accomplishing the goals, and they've been trying for a long time. That's why I'm opening up some spots for coaching, blah, blah, blah. And then they can book a call with me from here. But I sell it in the video, right? This is the money page. It doesn't even have to be intense. In fact, I deliberately didn't put nothing else on it except the video and a button for them to get the thing they asked for and to book a call. I didn't want no distractions on this page, right? I am telling you, this is the money page. This is what people are missing out. Because here's the thing. Most people who you send their free guide to, they're not even going to read that shit. They're going to download it and they're going to forget it happened. But what happens here is we got an opportunity to get them to book themselves on a call right here. And I'm telling you, like 20 to 30% of the people who put their info in there to download this lead magnet will book a call from that page. Depends on how warm they are, right? But they might not still. It doesn't matter if they don't, because remember, on this first page, what did we do? We got their info. We got their contact, and it's saved in Go High Level. So in Go High Level, I can send text messages. I can send emails, right? This is a real lead. Oh, fuck, I'm not showing my screen. Right? Even if they don't book it right there, because most people won't, but 20-30% of them will. But that means 80-70% of them won't. It doesn't matter. We still got the lead, right? Because I want you to think about it like dating. Oh shit. It's going haywire. I want you to think about it like dating. Not everybody you meet is going to want to have sex with you the day they meet you, right? And they won't even want to go on a date with you the day they meet you, right? Most people want to get to know you more, right? So it's all good. Here's the thing. I want you to look at it from a dating perspective. We met him online. She slid in your DM. You talking. Now you got her phone number, right? When you get the phone number, that's how you know that's an escalation. She might not be ready to go home with you immediately, but that's an escalation. Now we can follow up with this leads in the DM, right? Oh, you can follow up in the DM. You can still do this. You can still try to book them on a sales call, right? But once you got the landing page and you get their email and number. Oh, fuck. Right? Now we got a bunch of different ways we can we can book them on a sales call. Because we can contact them. Oh. Sorry. We can still book them on a sales call right here or from the DM. But now that we got their email and phone number from the landing page, now we can follow up with them via email. We can follow up with them via phone. And we can still get the DM, set the date from the DMs, right? Is this making sense? Like, this is the cheat code. And again, you can set all this up with Go High Level. And you get the 30-day free trial from the link in my description, right? Now, here's why the follow-up is so important, because everybody's not going to want to go home with you the first day. In fact, most people won't as soon as they meet you, right? That's not how life works, but the more we can follow up, the better. So what I suggest you do is, let's say, hold up. Boom. Let's say you get the lead. They don't book a call right away. It's okay. With GHL, you can set up a workflow. So once you get the new lead, boom, it creates a new contact, and then you can send them automatically send them a text message, right? And this text message is not, hey man, get on a call with me. You give me some money, right? It can just be like, hey, I saw you downloading my macros cheat sheet. What are your goals right now? Right? Then you the same way you would book a call in a DM. Now you can do it through text message. And people got notifications on their text message. Text messages get delivered and answered way more than emails. And you can set all this up with Go High Level. Right? Because again, like if you're talking to a girl on Instagram and y'all exchange numbers, that is an escalation. 100%. This makes sense. All right. Now, another reason why you want to get this off of Instagram is because, or not just on Instagram, is because you need a way to follow up with people. So once you get a new lead, you need to organize these leads, right? So with Go High Level, what you can do is you can set up, they call them opportunities, but it's like a pipeline, right? So every time you get a new lead in here, right, instead of it getting lost, again, because you connected to your Instagram, this could be your Instagram leads and the lead people who opt in for your lead magnets or your profit PDFs, right? So this can be all your leads going here, right? And then I suggest you have about 5 different fields, right? These are new leads. These are people you're in conversations with. These are calls that are booked. These are people you close. These are people you lost. And you probably want to have another one for follow-up, right? You should add another one for people you want to follow up with, right? But you got to at least have this, because this way now it's all organized. And again, you can have you can have people who DM you on Instagram automatically imported in here. Anybody, they don't have to go through Go High Level, because Go High Level integrates with Instagram. So you can message the people on Instagram straight from here. And the reason that's so important is because let's say you're running your business through Instagram right now, which probably most of y'all are, right? You're trying to book people on calls. Let's say you fuck around, follow my niche hacking advice, and one of your videos blows up. If you post 100, one of them is gonna blow up. I guarantee you that. Like I guarantee at least one of them is gonna blow up, but probably multiple. And when that one blows up and it starts going viral, the leads you're in conversation with, they're gonna get pushed to the bottom. And you might lose those opportunities. It's gonna be difficult to find, right? That's money you would have made. But if you have everything organized, then you know exactly where everyone is, right? And you may be thinking, man, I'll do this once I get more lead flow, or once I get bigger, or once I have more going on. No, motherfucker, you need to do this now. Because if you have a small following, it's way more important that you nurture every lead. It's significantly more important. Because if you because every lead is important to you, because you don't have many. So you got to nurture each one. A motherfucker like me, I can let leads slip through the cracks and everything can still be good. I don't, because I know what the fuck I'm doing. But you can't. Like, you can't afford to. If you want to get it popping in 30 days, every lead needs to get nurtured. So you can't afford to fucking have a video pop off and the lead gets lost in the shuffle. And I promise you, if you don't have an organization system like that, this is what's going to happen. 100%. All right. And the thing is, you definitely want to have, and you definitely want to keep track of where everyone is you definitely want to keep track of where everyone is in your pipeline, because not everybody's going to want to put their name and email in to get the lead magnet. It's cool. You still got them in the DM. They still show some interest, right? So now they're in your pipeline, right? The people who do download your lead magnet, a lot of them ain't going to want to get on a call right away. All good. You got them in your pipeline. You sent the auto text, maybe some auto emails, right? And let's say they don't respond to your text or emails. Cool. You still got them in the pipeline. Now that you got everybody's email, you can send out nurture emails every month or every week. You can send out nurture emails every week. And eventually they'll get on the call, right? Here's the thing. I know a lot of you kids sleep on email. You think it's not important, or you just ignore it or never thought about it. Studies show that 20 to 30% of most online businesses' revenues come from email. 20 to 30%. Like, that's a huge amount. It's the reason Starbucks and Target and Walmart and Costco, they want your email, because it works, right? These are multi-billion-dollar companies. They wouldn't be asking for email if the shit didn't work, right? And text messages work even better. And you can do it all from GHL. Like, it's super important that you do this. And again, you may be thinking, man, I'll do this when I have enough following. No, you need to do it now. Because if something works better, you don't wait till things are good to make it work better. That's not when you need it the most. You need it the most when you're trying to get it popping, because you need every advantage you can get. You need every structure you can get. Anything to give you a little bit of advantage, you need that when you're first starting out. All right. Now, another thing you can do with Go High Level that's relatively new. It's relatively new. I'm going to show you this. So they just came out with this thing. It's like Lovable, where you can build your own custom websites or apps just by talking to it. Right. So I did this earlier. I don't have time to do it right now, but I was just chatting with it. Y'all said, yo, I want to set up a quiz funnel for my business. I want to ask people what their goals are right now. And depending on how they answer, I want them to set different results. Walk me through how it should be. It kept asking me a few questions. It asked me what colors I wanted. I said, yo, man, make it Miami Heat colors. It kind of ran with that. Boom. I didn't like the images they had there. I tried to change it. I didn't like that one either. Then I changed it again to this. And then boom, then I got it. Now, I just had a conversation with it and it built this thing for me. Right. And the way this works, right? It custom meal plan. So this would be like the profit PDF I give them, right? So they can find out something custom for them. Yo, what's your primary goal? Let's say I want to lose weight, burn fat. You complete beginner, intermediate, advanced. Cool. And then I put in my info in there. I'm gonna do this off camera so I don't dox myself. All right. Then I put my info in there. And then boom. Boom. Now I can make this better, but this is what they need to do to accomplish their goals. Then I got a video, boom, explain, hey, if you need some more help with that, and then they can book a call with me. All right. And what's the reason I think this is going to be the future, and I see it happening now, and I think it's going to work a lot better than just sending somebody a free guide or ebook, is because it has higher perceived value and they get the reward instantly. Like if you send somebody an ebook, these motherfuckers got to read a book, right? Most people ain't gonna read your book, but if you send them like a tool that they can use, people will go through that. People will go through that, and they don't have to put in a lot of work, and they get like an instant dopamine rush, right? They get their answers immediately without having to read some shit or study some shit, without having to do anything, right? And then these motherfuckers ain't gonna do the shit. So man, just jump on a call with me. I'll help you do it, right? And this is free. And this is included in Go High Level, right in there. So if you sign up for the 30-day, trial, you can get, click the link in the description. You get a free 30-day trial. You get access to all these tools. You get the website builder, the tool builder, all the automations. And I'm gonna be setting up so these automations that I build, and these sites I build, and these landing pages I build, you'll be able to get those. You'll be able to get the templates, including the AI stuff I built. All right. Free 30-day trial. Right. And if you don't like it, I promise you, so one or two things are going to happen. You're going to do everything and make some money in 30 days, or you won't. And then you just cancel this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure if you follow what I'm saying, you're going to make some money. All right. Now, one more thing I want to say, don't negate the follow-up. If you build a big enough list of follow-up, you'll get to the point where you're making more money from the follow-up than you are from people who immediately follow you or find you and get on a sales call with you, right? Because the truth is, most people aren't going to buy from you the first time they watch one of your videos or see one of your reels, right? You got to nurture these leads. The same way most women aren't going to sleep with you. The same way most women aren't going to sleep with you the day you meet them. Like, I'm sorry. Most women aren't going to sleep with you. I keep fucking this up. The same way most women aren't going to sleep with you the first day you meet them, right? But here's the thing. Let's say you meet a girl. Boom. That would be like she followed you on Instagram, right? And then let's say you ask, instead of asking for a number, you ask it for her Instagram, right? That's a pretty low stakes. People give the Instagram out all the time. It doesn't mean anything. It's very low stakes, right? I post my Instagram everywhere, right? No big deal, right? So now she following you on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, I mean, you change Instagram, that'd be the equivalent of getting a new follower, right? Then you DM her on Instagram, right? And y'all start DMing. That'd be the equivalent of her commenting the word. That'd be the equivalent of a potential lead commenting a word on your post, and then you DM them the link, right? But let's say you talk to this girl on Instagram, boom, she give you her phone number to call her, right? That's an escalation. That'd be the equivalent of the lead getting put in his email, name, and phone number to get your lead magnet. Now you start texting the girl, right? Maybe you set up maybe she's too busy to set up a date or something, but now you start texting the girl, y'all set up a date. That'd be the equivalent of you sending a text on GHL. to book them on a sales call. You get what I'm saying? Right? If you think about sales and marketing as dating, it all kind of makes sense. If that makes sense. It's like, it's very rare you're going to meet someone and sleep with them immediately, right? The same way it's very rare that somebody's going to follow you and then buy from you like right away. You might have to nurture them more. And then that's just that girl. Some girls, ain't even going to give you your phone number right away, right? It may take months of interacting with her on Instagram. Then when you get a phone number, like you may not be able to go out with her right away. It may take like months of warming up to you. And then just because you went out with her once don't mean she's going to sleep with you once, right? You might have to go out with her a few times, right? So some people get mad when they don't make a sale on a sales call. Nah, man, you're supposed to follow up with that person. That's not dead. You can keep following up until that person buys or one of y'all die. But you got to have a system for that. And you can build that super easy with GHL. All right. Now, part 3, now that we got our lead situation, now we need to make sales. Right. And the best way I found to make sales one of the best ways I found to make sales is Zoom calls. Like Zoom calls is probably the easiest way to make sales, especially if you're just starting off, like one-on-one Zoom calls. There's a lot of other different sales mechanisms you can use, webinars, things like that, but you're probably not there yet, right? I wouldn't start off with a sales call. I wouldn't start off with a Zoom call as my first mechanism, right? Yeah, if somebody's new, they need to start off with just one-on-one calls, right? And now there's a few ways. Now, you may be expecting me to give you sales techniques and us to get on some Wolf of Wall Street shit. But the truth is, man, if you do enough things right before the sales call should be easy, right? And that comes from the nurture sequence before. So a few things you want to do before the sales call. Number 1, you want to send them a pre-call video. So if you have a piece of longer form content, maybe you post on YouTube where you're explaining what you do and how you help people, maybe even showing some testimonials. If you send that to them right before the call, you send that to them in between when your call is booked, and if you send that to them right when the call is booked, and it should be like in enough time for them to view it before the sales call. So if the sales call is like 3 days from now, 2 days from now, send that to them today. And this is it's going to indoctrinate them a little more, right? It's going to answer a lot of their questions before they get on a sales call, or at least they'll ask better questions and you won't have to spend time explaining what you do as much, right? And this will sell them a lot more. Pro tip: if you're like in the fitness context, right? If you're helping people lose fat, show them a video about how you help people lose fat. Show them testimonials of people who you've helped lose fat. If you don't have any testimonials, use your own. Or if you don't have any testimonials, just in my in my program, I teach people how to get testimonials like super fast, right? But anyway, if somebody's trying to build muscle, if that's what they want to do, then you show them a video where you're talking about how your approach to building muscle, and you show them some people who you help build muscle. The more you can customize it, the better. If you're brand new and you can't customize it, or if you're in the industry you can't customize, that's fine. Just send them something that explains how you help people accomplish whatever goal they have. And if you have testimonials you can throw in there, that's great. All right. Tactic number 2 is never book the call more than 72 days out. Like, don't allow people to book calls more than 72 days out. And you can handle that with Go High Level. Like if I go to Go High Level and I go to the calendars, again, if you're going to use calendars, you should use Go High Level for it because it just makes it way easier. Let me show you this. All right, so here's one of my booking calendars, Go High Level, and I don't want to show you because I might dox myself, right? But you can go in here and you can set how far out they can actually book the call, and you can set how long it is, the duration, and what day, and your availability, right? You can set it kind of like Calendly, but is built in to go high level, and it just works way better because it's a native integration. All right. So you want to set that up no more than 72 days out, because if it's too far out, man, people have shit going on. They might forget, something may come up, but 72 days out, I'm sorry, 72 hours out or less, and your no-show rate will go way down, right? And then the third thing you need to do is have a confirmation text message the day of, right? The day of, hey, what's going on, DeMarcus? Looking forward to our call today. Just want to confirm you just going to confirm everything's still good on your end, right? Right. And this is really going to help your show up rate, and it's going to help them warm up to you a little bit, right? And the truth is, some of these motherfuckers will have forgotten, and you'll have to remind them to do that, right? And then the fourth thing you need, this is how you take it to the next level, is between now and when the call is booked, start interacting with them on Instagram, like their posts and shit when they post them. Watch their story, hit the fucking like button, right? Start interacting with them in between. And they're gonna be way more warmed up when you get on the call. I want you to think about if you don't do this. Imagine you set a date with a girl and you don't have no contact with her in between now and the day you show up, right? And there's just fucking a week later, whenever you set the date out, let's say you broke all these rules, you set the date for a week later, and you ain't got no contact with her between that. You just show up at her house when y'all was supposed to meet. You might catch a case, right? By contrast, well, you wouldn't want to send the girl a video of your highlights or no shit, or like that. But let's say she saw a video of you killing it or doing something super dope. Let's say she saw a video of you doing something super dope, right? She's gonna be she's gonna be more locked in, right? Let's say the date is only no more than 3 days out, less likely for her to flake. She still might flake. And let's say you confirm with her, saying, hey, more, hey, what's going on? I'm looking forward to us hanging out together. Just want to make sure you're still on, right? What's she gonna say? If she says yes, it's probably still on, And if y'all been talking online in between now and then, y'all been exchanging DMs and y'all been liking each other's posts between her, she's probably gonna show up that day. And you got a way higher probability of smashing. Same thing in sales. If you do all this stuff before the call, you have a way higher probability of closing the sale, right? And the beauty of it is you can automate a lot of this stuff in GHL. So as soon as somebody books if you're using the Go High Level calendar, you can automate it so it automatically sends them your pre-call content. You can automate it so calls don't get booked more than 72 days out, right? You can automate the confirmation text message that gets sent the day of, right? The only thing you can't automate is like you liking their shit on social media, right? But you can do something. You don't have to have the robots do everything, right? If you do all these things in the next 30 days, man, I promise you'll win. I have helped over 15,000 people grow successful online fitness businesses, and I've helped a lot of people outside of the fitness business as well. If you do this, man, I promise you will win. You will win. And use Go High Level to help you. I talked to them. I was able to get you guys a 30-day free trial. The link is in the description. And if you do it from my link, you're going to get a lot of the templates. You're going to get a lot of the landing pages, a lot of the workflows that I showed you today, and more, right? And I'm going to be setting up I'll be setting it up so everyone who gets it from my link gets some more trainings on it as well. But even if you don't know how to do it, GHL does something cool with the free trials. If you get one of the free trials, you can hop on calls with their team, and they'll help you implement this stuff, right? They'll jump on Zoom with you because they want you to actually succeed, right? And if it don't work, you can just cancel in 30 days. It won't cost you nothing, all right? So click that link, try it out. Let's get it, all right? What else we got, guys? I think we got some. What's up?
You said, I think we got some, and then just froze.
Yeah, this shit fucked up.
All right, we have Ben.
Yeah, what's Ben
Can
talking
we
about?
talk about how to restructure each piece of content for the different platforms, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, etc.?
What's up, Ben? Nothing, man. Post the same shit. I swear to God, I post the same shit. The only thing I might do differently if I say like comment this word, I might cut that off. But sometimes I don't. I might cut that off for TikTok or Instagram, but sometimes I fucking don't. Whatever. Like whatever. It's the same shit, homie. You don't have to do nothing different. It's all the same. Like short form content is the same. Now, here's the thing. The reason you want to post on all different ones, because man, some videos will bang on Instagram and won't do shit on TikTok, and vice versa, or on Instagram, like, or some will bang on YouTube Shorts and fucking flop everywhere else. You honestly don't know which one is going to work. That's why I hate the advice where I see some guys saying, "Yo, man, I test everything on TikTok, and I see what's working, and I put that on Instagram." Like, you don't know that shit that flopped on TikTok might have worked on Instagram, you know, like straight up. All right, what else we got?
We have Mr. Out of Context. How do you feel about Giannis on the Heat?
Giannis. Greek freak. Yeah, listen, babe, get on board. All right, you gotta get on board. This is Heat Nation. All right, this Heat culture. We Heat fans in this house.
Where's LeBron?
Right? Huh? LeBron. If he's as smart as we think he is, he'll be here too. Back here too. I think he's coming home. All right. This is real home. Cleveland's just where he's been.
And the question is, how do you feel?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I like to believe I helped. I was pretty vocal about it, you know, about how he should come here. We got real shit. Me and Giannis got mutual friends. I put the word. We never met, but I put the word out. I was like, yeah, you should come on to the Heat. It probably wasn't nothing. Me and LeBron, we got one real mutual friend. Like Giannis did, I'm kind of joking, but kind of not. Like I can get in touch with him if I needed to. But LeBron, me and him got one like mutual friend, like a dude I'm real cool with, and the dude LeBron's real cool with. And I've been saving my LeBron reach out. Pause. I've been saving my pause. I've been saying, because I can probably only do this once. Hey man, I need to get in touch with LeBron, and he'll do it for me. But it's like I'm keeping that one in my pocket. I don't know when I'm gonna use it. I don't know if this is the time, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? All right. Let's go. What else we got?
We're all done for tonight.
We all done for tonight? Damn, I wanted to tell them. Yo, I know we don't have time for one more, but I think I need to do one more. What say you? What you think?
You still have the gym. You have dinner.
Yeah.
You want to save it for Thursday?
I'll save it for Thursday. A month. Yeah.
How long is it? How long is this video? Can you end
it can get crazy. It can get crazy. We're gonna save it for Thursday. We're gonna save it, but I got it though. It's laid out. All right, guys. This has been another episode of Victory Talk Podcast. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just so you know, I'm doing a live training next week on Tuesday, where I will show you exactly how to grow your online fitness business. Basically, I'm gonna show you how you can make an extra $300 to $500 a day as an online trainer with AI. I got the shit mastered. I'm gonna break it down. It's gonna be lit. You don't want to miss out on this. All right. And I'm gonna be answering all your questions, helping you accomplish your goals. All right. Let's get it. Register for that. Click the link in the description. Also, where am I at? the ripped roadmap, right? If you're trying to figure out hold up. Here we go. Rip roadmap. Here you go. It's a tool I put in. Basically, all you got to do is put in your height, weight, how much your height, weight, upload a photo of yourself and your goals, and it's going to show you exactly what your body fat percentage is. The AI is going to analyze your picture, show you what your body fat percentage is. It's going to show you how much fat you're holding, and most important, it's going to give you the exact calories and macros you need to hit whatever your goal is. All right. You definitely want to take advantage of that. It's 100% free. All right. And I'll see you on Thursday. All right. Peace.